So let's have a look at the 80-20 principle. This is a principle I very strongly subscribe to. The new company that nobody knows about, that nobody's ever heard of, should spend 80% of their resource, whether that's time and money or both, on marketing their company for the first 6 months at least. Because nobody knows about you, nobody knows you're there, nobody can buy your products. And when you think about it like that, if you're not marketing, if you're not a marketing company selling widget X, you're not marketing. They're the most dangerous parts. That's when your business is the most vulnerable to failing. The established company, though, is a company that's already got a snowball running. So the established company probably needs to spend about 20% of its time on marketing, 20% of its resource on marketing. And if it does that, it will avoid the feast and famine cycle. Obviously, these are percentages that are very arbitrary, but they're solid principles. It's not so much about 80% and 20% and literally 20% of your income. It's about the principle of understanding how important marketing is to the new company and the established company. So we have to understand time as a resource, and we have to be willing to commit that 20% of our time as an established company or 80% of our time as a new company. So how would that look? Well, a new company, it's brand new. That means you've got to go out, you've got to go to network meetings, you've got to meet people. And if you're online, you're marketing to an international, you have to get out there, you have to do content, you have to share, you have to comment, you have to go out and let everybody know you've arrived. And the established company is you've got to keep that presence going. You've got to keep that top of mind awareness out there so that people can come back to you and not forget you when they come to the place of a buying decision. And it's important to understand this principle is that the first time someone contacts with your business, they might not be ready to buy. It might be 9 months, 12 months down the road, or something. They go, I'm going to buy, I'm ready to buy. What was that company? If you gave up your marketing after 3 months and you didn't commit the 20% principle, you've lost that client because he can't find you. He's going to go to someone who is actually out there putting out the content and communicating with people. So time is a resource we have to look at and we have to be willing to commit. And money as a resource as well is something we have to commit because there are costs to this. There is no such thing as free marketing. There's always a cost, either in time or in money, and often in both. So we have to make sure that we're willing to commit that money, that 20%, that 80%, that time, that 20%, that 80% as a resource to make our marketing company that sells widget X actually work. And that's the point. We have to understand the reward. If we market our business effectively, if we adopt that mindset of being a marketing company that sells widget X, and we can create the success, the early upfront investment in our marketing will be worth the effort. But we have to understand that snowball effect. We have to understand this is going to take time. And we have to adopt the 80-20 principle if we're going to see that reward long term.